Took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what deep mad for. I just signed a deal, ain't gotta really.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here's the tap. 19. Hey, pick your game. 4. 15. Check 15. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Hey, 31. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On first and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
58, come on. 58, come on. Right here, right here. 55.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Round 80. Check, 41. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Yeldon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. On 52.
Here's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
2 points down, he's coming. 58,
Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm trying to collect.
On first down, it's Gore. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I got you, boy. Check. Regular.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. 41. I'm going back to you.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Say.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Doug Martin, 36 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Check 41. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 5-59.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Shit. 31. 34.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
We're set. 19. Blue dead. That's what. 54. That's what. Bang.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We got this.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
41's coming. 41's the mic. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Here's Allen on first and 10. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now it's Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Yeldon running right. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Staying open. 41's the mic. Check 41. I got it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
5 wide.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On first down, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mike, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 24, check 24.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
56.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Yeldon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll run on first down. Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert.
Throwing on second down. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
The Bills take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. They'll try the right side here with Yeldon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
40 down 80. Right here, 41 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Allen gonna throw. And he finds Tyler Croft. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Hey, tight. Check. 41's coming, 41's a Mike. It's been a long day. 80 weapon. Check nine. Watch out.
Now Allen. And that's complete to Croft. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Watch the safety creep.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Go.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. That one complete to Yeldon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Keep playing on
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Wide motion. Hey, check right.
Here we go. It's gone. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Jim.
They'll run with Yeldon. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Yeldon. And an alley to run. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with